The back of the Northeastern Clinton Central School building is fenced off, as is the front. Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton. It's the 13th day of July, 2009, and we're here for pony softball in the local Clinton County Youth Commission League. I want to take a look back here. It's the 13th of July, but not that often that we get to wear our windbreakers here on the 13th of July, but we have that honor today. It's a cool day. Looks like they're what are they doing? They're gonna line the field. Jan Letourneau. Dan Letourneau trying to get his wife to go in the right direction here. Family Feud on Hometown Cable. What they are doing is laying out a string so Bill Forkey can come along and line the out of play area. Some kind of alarm going off at the school. Major construction going on at Northeastern Clinton, and the phone is ringing in there. I think somebody better answer it pretty soon. I guess it's some kind of an alarm system, not the phone ringing. Not sure if our camera's picking it up, but this will give the fire department something to do here on this Monday night. Their usual meetings are at 7, so they'll get them out early. No time to sit home and enjoy their supper. Meanwhile, Bill is making a mighty fine looking line right there. This, as we said, is pony baseball. Ellenburg, dressed in Bobcat colors, is here to face the Champlain-Rouses Point team. Caleb Sample will lead it off for the visitors. Next one high for ball one. On the pitching rubber is Alex Lamberton. His battery mate is Liam McDonough. Dalton Castine's at first base. Second base is Mason Letourneau. Here's the second pitch. Bunted. Foul. Shortstop is Marcus Lefebvre. At third base, Matt Letourneau. In the outfield, left to right, Randy Grimshaw, Austin Forkey, and Brandon Hurlbert. Also in the batting order is Josh Lamberton. Here's the third pitch. I sure hope that the alarm isn't coming through too loud on the camera. It can get a little irritating. Ball four. So Sample draws a base on balls. And I'll bring up Garrett Vigor. We are what's commonly known as the bus garage field, and the defense is looking pretty much into that sun. They got a tough field to play on here. Stolen base. It's drilled foul. A lot of folks parking along Prospect Hill Road. Wind is kind of blowing in a bit from the northwest, so I don't think wind will help carry the ball. That's yanked foul. Swing and bunt, hit the short and long throw to first in time, and we'll have a runner at third base. Sample advances to third. With one down, pitcher Matt Lajway steps in. Fouls off the first pitch. We are definitely within striking distance here of a foul ball. That's foul, strike 2. Lamberton ahead 0-2 on the count. One out. That's popped up. It falls in right field. Defense looking right into that sun. It's kind of hidden behind the clouds, but you got a lot of sun there. Tough defensive field. So that'll be listed as a base hit, and it'll bring up Forrest Carpenter. We have a throw to first. One out, one on, one in the first. That's drilled into left center. Barehanded. It'll be second and third. 2 ducks on the pond for Hunter Carpenter. Fewer and fewer Pony League teams all the time. Chazy does not have a Pony League team at the boys or girls level. Finally hearing some sirens now. I hope there's no real emergency inside the school, because it's taken a long time to hear some sirens. Some people have arrived. They'll be checking out the situation while we're checking out the game. Cool day, temperature in the 60s. Had threats of rain for most of the afternoon. Temperature is dropping. It'll be in the 50s overnight. Strike 3, it's 2 down. Now Alden Kerr steps in. No Chazy ponies at the softball or baseball level. Just very unfortunate. Hard to be serious about the high school season if you can't get a few of the kids to play in the summertime. High. 3-0 the count. Walk would load the bases. Ball 4. And this wind, it's not a particularly good night to be pitching. Bags are full for Evan Nichols. Striked. A tough year to try to cover the youth sports. I think there's 2 strikes now. Strike 3, looking. So, a run for Ellenburg. A lead after 1/2 inning with Champlain-Rouses Point coming to bat on viewer-supported hometown cable. One thing this field offers is a nice view. A little cloudy to get a clear view of them today, but there are the Altona windmills. They're spinning and making money for somebody. And believe it or not, if you try real hard from this location, you can also see the windmills in Ellenburg and Churubusco. Bet you didn't know that, huh? Defense for Ellenburg. Pitching is Matt Lajway, his battery mate. Caleb Sample at first base. Tanner Magoon at second base. Alden Kerr, shortstop. Hunter Carpenter, third base. Garrett Bigor leading off. Marcus Lefebvre for Champlain-Rouses Point. They trail 1-0. Strike 1. Outfield. Well, Evan Nichols, Forrest Carpenter, and Dustin Manor going from left to right. If you're watching this on the World Wide Web at Plattsburgh.com or HometownCableNetwork.com, please don't think this is a typical July day. Strike three looking, and he gets tagged out. Drop third strike. This is not a typical day in the North Country for the middle of July, thankfully. Here's Liam McDonough, son of the coach Rob McDonough. Dan Letourneau behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes. 40 years ago, he graduated from St. Mary's in the last graduating class at St. Mary's. Went on to have a successful career with the federal government. Was stationed in the area briefly and moved back in his retirement years. Take two. Like his parents, Leo and Ruth Letourneau, Dan involved in a lot of different community events, including the rescue squad. His parent, Ruth, wasn't involved in the rescue squad, but his father sure was. And Ruth, of course, best known for the St. Patrick's Choir. And Dan's wife, Jane, also active in the community, former school board member, and Dan is currently a school board member. McDonough's out as it goes from Carpenter to Magoon, and it'll bring up Rodney Grimshaw. 1-0 Ellenburg here in the line shot to third. And that was Garrett Bigor making the grab. About to say the bottom of the first. It's 1-0, and now after one full, it's 1-0 Ellenburg, leading Champlain-Rouses Point Pony softball. Baseball, Pony baseball. I know the difference. Tanner Magoon at the plate, leading off the top of the second. Looks at ball one high. 1-0 Ellenburg. Fouled. Out of play. Strike two. Count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Low. For the moment, the wind has died down and the sun is peeking out. Kind of pleasant. Strike three looking. Up there looking. You're in for a rude awakening. You can get up there and swing that darn bat. Here's Dustin Manor, right fielder. Hits it to the left side. It's going to be a slow roller, hard long throw in the dirt. And be safe at first. I think shortstop LaFave had more time than he thought. Here's Jeffrey Buskey. Buskey takes it for a ball. Top of the order on deck. And we're going to have an advance. Runner at second. Foul back. Strike two. Now the 2-2 pitch. Puts it in play. Gonna advance the runner. They get the out. Runner moves to third base. So Manor is at third. And we got top of the order up, 2 down. And it's Caleb Snide, and I think he is the guy who scored the only run of the game so far. Caleb Sample, not Snide. Hit the second. Nice pickup by the second sacker, Letourneau, Mason Letourneau. And we're going to go to the bottom of the second. Score remains 1-0 Ellenburg. Alright, we are in the bottom half of the second inning. Matt Letourneau is the batter. Team down 1-0. Hits the first offering into left field for a base hit. And he will settle for a leadoff single. Potential tying run is quickly on board and gets us to Dalton Castine. He hits it. Foul, strike one. Stolen base. Potential tying run is in scoring position. Thanks for coming, boys. Three and one to count. Ball four. Castine, will he keep going? He should keep going. Draw the throw. Get the run in. There's Mason Letourneau. Strike one. See if they'll go for the steal. That one just missed. Now they're going. And he'll go in uncontested, so he'll be second and third. Nobody out. 2 men in scoring position for Champlain-Rouses point. It's fouled. That's popped up. Is taken by Lajoie. One down. And gets us to Austin Forkey. No advance. When the sun gets behind the clouds and that wind picks up, it becomes a very chilly evening. Strike two. 0-2. I think that first one was a strike. This one gets away. Here comes a potential tying run. He is scored. It's a 1-1 ball game. Ball gets away, and we're going to get 2 runs for the price of 1 here. Champlain-Rouses point takes a 2-1 lead. That's strike 2. 2-2 pitch. Strike 3. 2 down. There's Brandon Hurlbert. In tight, ball 1. Strike. I believe it's 3-1. That's fouled. Just missing. Ball 4. And this is Alex Lamberton. Ball gets away. Herbert will be at second. And a 1-1 pitch. Strike called. 1-2 pitch. Just missing outside. All-Star game, baseball All-Star game, Major League game, All-Star game tomorrow. I actually hate that All-Star break because you get a couple days when there's absolutely no baseball at the big league level. 2 runs for Champlain-Rouses Point. They lead it as we head for the third, 2-1. Garrett Bigor leading off the third inning. Team down 2-1. Hits it off the handle. Strike 1. That's hit too short. The first in time. 1 down. So it goes from Lefebvre to Castine for the out. And we have Matt Lajoie at the plate. That's a base hit in the gap. It's going to go all the way to the fence. He's got 2, and he's going to be held up at second base with a 1-out double. This will bring up Forrest Carpenter. This is a Monday. On Friday I went to Chazy for Pee Wee baseball. Altona was supposed to be at Chazy. No game, and there was supposed to be a Chazy girls game against Chazy. Although I went there for the baseball, I would have settled for the softball. But neither game was going on, so I had to call it an evening. So it's tough, these youth commission games, particularly this year with all the rain we've had. There's Hunter Carpenter. There's always something else going on, and their season is kind of short, and by the time I'm able to cover some games, it's kind of late in the season. They start in the middle part of June and end in the middle part of July, so it's not a particularly long season. We weren't expecting a steal attempt. Not sure if we got that on tape, but he's called out. So Carpenter will be at the plate when the 4th inning starts. It is still 2-1 after 2.5. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. This is Josh Lamberton leading off in the bottom of the 3rd, and he's out. 1 down. That's what we like to see, the pitcher getting the ball over the plate in the first pitch, and the batter putting the bat on the ball, and some action here. Here's Marcus Lefebvre. Off the glove, into left field. Good try. That'd be a single for Lefebvre. Good try by the 3rd baseman Bigor and off his glove. So it's a base hit. Liam McDonough, the batter. And we got a stolen base. Well, we're watching that young lady play catch for herself. McDonough hits it deep into right center field. That's going to score run number 3. He's going to be in with a double. And that will bring up Rodney Grimshaw. I prefer low-scoring baseball games. The faster, the better. 2-1. Put into play. Checks the runner, but he's going to advance. McDonough goes to 3rd, 2 down. There's the cleanup hitter, Matt Letourneau. Strike, 2-1. Now for the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. To straightaway center, and it's caught. A well hit ball, very well hit ball by Letourneau. But the center fielder, Forrest Carpenter, was right there waiting for him. So a run for Champlain-Rouses Point. They lead it 3-1 after 3 full here on Hometown Cable, viewer-supported local television. The Champlain-Rouses Point team is making mass changes here. Bill Forkey promised me he'd be over to tell me, so we'll see. I'll tell the other book before he tells me, but we'll see if he'll come over. If not, we'll not know who's out there for the Champlain-Rouses Point team. There's just not enough time for me to go over there and gather this between innings. I believe it's McDonough who will be pitching here in the 4th inning. I knew Bill would be a man of his word. Here he comes. All right, we've got Hunter Carpenter at the plate as Bill Forkey scribble as neat as I do, Bill. Scribbling on my roster sheet here. We're in the top of the 4th inning. McDonough is pitching. Strike 3, 1 down. Now bring up Alden Kerr. Strike 1. Strike 2. McDonough had 0-2 on the count. And the pitch. Sammy Sneed swings. Strike 3. Bill Forkey, man of his word. Usually scorekeepers forget all about us, so we've learned to complain first and ask questions later, but Bill Forkey came through as promised. Pitch. Must be 2 outs. I think it's 2-1 in this guy, so this must be Nichols. Must have lost the batter there while I was chit-chatting with Forkey. No, that's ball 4. This is Tanner Magoon. Nichols is on. Kerr and Carpenter are out. And the pitch, not yet. Now we're set. Ball went out of play, so man at second. 1 ball, no strikes. One to count. Strike 2. Strike 3. Halfway through this one, it's 3-1. Champlain-Rouses Point over Ellenburg. Jacob Kennedy at the plate, leading off the 4th for the home team. Well, let me tell you, that fellow with the tank top on is a lot tougher than I am. Had a t-shirt, a short sleeve shirt on top of it, and a windbreaker, and I'm cool. That was ball 4, so Kennedy walks. And gets us to Wyatt Rivers. Strike 1. Two one pitch. And 3-1 delivery. Ball 4, Rivers walks. After swinging on at the first pitch, he gets 4 balls in a row. There's Dylan Hemingway. He looks at a strike. 3-1, Champlain-Rouses point. Nobody out. 2 strikes. Now the 0-2 delivery. 2-2. Full count. And the payoff is high, ball 4. So Lashway has walked the bases full here in the 4th, and nobody out. Time for a little conference. Garrett Bigor has been brought in from third base. He's going to pitch, and Landon Goslin will be the first batter to face him. And base is full with nobody out. Two-0 pitch. Walks a run. That was ball 4, so it's an RBI for Goslin as he walks. Kennedy scores, and Jesse Juneau steps in. Strike 1. Two. In tight. Pitch to Juneau. High. Strike 3. Good cut. Good cut there from Juneau. 1 down. Now we got this Josh Lamberton. In tight. Two-0 pitch. Strike. Three and 1. Top of the order on deck. Strike called. And a payoff pitch. Drops in. Get away at third. They would have had the force. They would have had the force. He should also score. He had second. No, McDonough says stay there. He had second when the throw was made, I believe. May not. He may have still been going. Oh, maybe not. It looks like 2 runs did score because we have second and third, so must be 2 runs scored here. This is Reese Tucker. Strike. Strike 2. 0-2 pitch. Just missing. Outside. And 2-2 pitch. Bigor's going to come to first. No advance. 2 down. Here's Liam McDonough. Golfing. Strike 1. Strike 2 called. I like Dan Letourneau's strike zone. Base hit. 2 runs will score. McDonough with 2 ribbies here in the 4th. Here's Tyler Letourneau. Up for the first time. Pitch to him is fouled, strike 1. 8th batter of the inning, so 4 runs have scored for Champlain-Rouses Point here in the 4th. 2. Bigor's pitch. And 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. 4 runs for Champlain-Rouses Point. They lead 7-1 after 4 full here on viewer-supported hometown cable. Top half of the 5th, and we got Dustin Manor leading off. 7-1 score. 7-inning ball game. Strike 2. Strike 3. 1 down. Now here's Jeffrey Buskey. Strike 1. 2. And the 0-2 delivery. Strike 3. 2 down. We like a guy who goes up there and takes his cuts. Top of the order, Caleb Sample. Strike 1. Two. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for Ellenburg after 4.5. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. 7-1 Champlain-Rouses Point. Matt Letourneau will lead off the bottom half of the 5th. Swings at the first offering, pops it up. Strike 1. Magoon gave it a shot. Strike 2. Bigor winds, delivers, foul tip. Strike 3, drop third strike, he's going to reach. Well, Jacob Kennedy at the plate. Could be trouble. Drops in. There's Wyatt Rivers. I know Ellenburg made some defensive changes here because they're saying Caleb almost caught that. He was the catcher. We're not apprised of the Ellenburg defensive changes, so what we don't have, we can't pass along. Both runners advance. Vigor checks the runner, go to the plate, not in time. This is Dylan Hemingway. Strike two. And a 1-2 pitch. That is hit to second. Throw to first in time. Gets the run in. 2 down. 9-1. Landon Goslin up with nobody on. Oh. Strike call. And we'll have a 2-1 pitch. And play back to the pitcher Bigora over to first to Tanner Magoon. And it's 9-1 after 5 full here on Hometown Cable. I don't know how they're juggling this lineup, though. All I know is that Grimshaw's into pitch now. Back into pitch. Garrett Bigor is going to lead off. Fouls it off, strike one. We're in the 6th inning. Line shot back to the pitcher Grimshaw. Waiting for the ball to come back, and he threw a new one in. Doggone him. I was daydreaming. They were busy pitching. That's fine with me. Game's gone long enough. This is Matt Lajway. It's 9-1, the top of the 6th. It'll be a 7-inning ball game. Hit to shallow center field, and he's on with a 1-out single. Forrest Carpenter, the batter. Strike one. Stolen base, he's looking for third. He will be in third. Out of play. And the 0-2 pitch. Strike three. Two outs and Hunter Carpenter, the batter. Strike one. No advance. 2. Swing at an upstairs pitch. Strike 3. So nothing across for Ellenburg. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-1. Champlain-Rouses Point leading in Pony Baseball on Hometown Cable. Jesse Juneau at the plate, leading off the bottom of the 6th. Strike one. Bigor delivers. Strike 2. Strike 3. Juneau gets his cuts. 1 down. And the batter is Josh Lamberton. First pitch is hit. Fair ball. Fair ball. He's looking for 2. Lamberton is going to be standing up at second. Nope. He's sliding into second. And that'll get us to Reese Tucker. July 13th, Pony Baseball 2009 on hometown cable. Runner at third. Hit to second. You'll get the run in. I'll make it 10-1. 2 down. RBI. Now this should be Grimshaw. Hit to third. This is a long throw. And he'll be safe. Well, Grimshaw reaches, and Tyler Letourneau the batter. That was strike one. 2. Ooh, sounds like it hit something solid, but apparently not. Thought it hit the catcher's hand, but apparently not. It's going to be a fair ball, not in time. Letourneau reaches. Here's Matt Letourneau. Both Champlain runners advance. Coach McDonough. Oh, it's hit batter. It hit him. Hit him. There's Jacob Kennedy now. Bags full. Strike one. Hits a bad hop into left field. And makes it 11-1. And Wyatt Rivers is the batter. Begor. Winds and delivers. Caught at second by, I believe, Sample. I believe. So we're going to the 7th inning. 11-1. Cougars leading. Whoops, it's time for entertainment here. The tumbling act. The Ellenburg Tumblers are here. Cheerleading. Future cheerleader. 11-1 after 6 full here on hometown cable. Alden Kerr going to lead it off in the 7th. Fouls it off. Strike one. Apparently it landed right in the midst of the ladies over there with the blankets on there. Blankets in July. My gosh. Break 2. 11-1. Champlain-Rouses point leading Ellenburg. Protects the plate, fouls it off. Strike 3. So Kerr goes down swinging. We got 1 down. And Evan Nichols, the batter. Ball 1. Two no. Ball 4. Well, Nichols walks. Tanner Magoon, the batter. And where's the pitch? Grimshaw still thinking about it. Strike 1. Strike. Don't get picked off when you're down by 10. Strike 2. Strike 3, looking. 2 down. Curveball got him. So Dustin Manor becomes the last hope for Ellenburg on this July 13th, 2009. Pitch is low. One to count. Strike 2. The heck are they doing stealing when they're down by 10 runs? If he's out, that's the end of the game. If he's safe, he's still down by 10 runs. Outside. Hit too short. He will reach. We'll have runners at the corners. Manor is on. And now Jeffrey Buskey is the last hope for Ellenburg. Ellenburg's in good hands. Runners at the corners. Ball 1. Foul ball. Strike 2. Fouls it off. Strike 3. And that's the ball game. The Champlain-Rouses Point Pony baseball team defeats their Ellenburg counterparts, and that's the way it was on this July 13th, 2009. Thanks for watching, and for those of you supporting viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. Win, lose, or draw TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable.